Hey guys, it's Mr. again for another video today, and we are back with our OHL Draft to Glory, and in this one, we're going to be looking around the league. We haven't done that yet, and I feel like we should. It's been a while, like obviously we are going into season number 5, I believe is what it is. So, yeah, I mean, we haven't really looked at the league at all. Obviously, things will change in 5 years, so we're going to take a look around. But first, I do want to show you our team. We have a full roster of ours up in the NHL now, which is really exciting. Now, the original lines were going to be like this. So we'd have Wolf, Perfetti, and Byfield on the top line once again, and then Levin, Howell, and Halishuk on the second line. But instead, I'm going to keep it like this. So we'll have Levin, Perfetti, and Byfield on the top line, and then Wolf, Howell, and Halishuk on the second line, which it honestly really evens out the lines. Plus, there's a +3 for our top line, which means Perfetti playing like an 89, Byfield playing like an 88, which is nice, which should also help David Levin because he can still grow. He's 25. We'll see. Now, Wolf, a very good shooter for us, playing with Liam Howell, who can also still grow. He's now for sure listed as a fourth liner, which is nice to see. And then Halishuk, who's listed as a minor scorer, also listed as a sniper, but it is his rookie season for us, so we'll see how that goes. Then we've got Evan Vierling with Sam Bitten and Dalton DeMarchi. On the third line, our fourth line is Merrick Burka with Rob Ortiz. He's making his debut. I decided that he should be playing for us. He's obviously one of our elite prospects, so we'll see how that goes. He is a 66 overall at 20 years old. We'll see if he'll be able to make it. And then the fourth line right wing is Avery Hayes. Now defensively, we've got a pretty decent D-corps now. We've got Victor Hadfield with Braylon Duncan, so our two best defensemen playing together. So Hadfield last season put up like 30-some points, 31 points, and then he's going to be playing with pretty good offensively minded Braylon Duncan. He's got very good offensive stats. I mean, he's a pretty good two-way defender, let's be real, but he's got some decent offensive stats, so I'm hoping by putting them together, they'll be able to put up some decent points. Our second pair will be Marcus Gretz with Cole Frazier, and then our third pair will be new, Tristan Hale, who we just drafted in the last episode, and he'll be playing with Riley Webb. So they're also getting a +1. We'll see how that goes. And then the goaltending is Lawrence Lopp, who is now the starter for us, playing with a backup of Kari Pirinen, which again, I'm pretty excited to see how that pans out this season. We actually, I think in the AHL we only have defensemen and goaltenders, because we have no forwards to play in the AHL. Just checking to make sure, yeah, we don't. But our defense is pretty nice. We've got Daniil Chayka, who will be playing in the NHL next year. He could be playing in the NHL this year, but he's listed as a minor top 4, so I'm going to be giving him all the ice time he can get in the AHL, and he'll be playing with Layden Moore, so we're going to keep it like that for now. And then we've got Bianchini as well, but the other the other two defensemen aren't ours, and Ross Ward also is not ours, actually, never mind. Okay, so let's take a look at the goaltending. We've got Tony Lewis and Dennis Fitz, both medium fringe starters at 21 years old, 68 overall. But we also have two other goalies in Ethan Taylor, but Ethan Taylor's older, and Colin Eminger is the same age as Fitz and Lewis, but a lower potential and a lower overall. So what I think I'm going to do is trade Taylor and Eminger for a draft pick or two, which I can do because I don't need those goalies. Injuries are off, like we don't need them, and we don't need 6 goalies signed. Plus, we've got better goalies in the system already than than those two, so we really don't need them. So really quickly, I am going to look to see what I can do with these goalies, because actually I know what I'm going to do. We are going to get Taylor and Eminger, so 63 or 68 at 23, and then 66 at 21, where Lewis and Fitz are both 68 at 21. Plus, we've got Hillman, who will be playing in the AHL next season. We might have to make another trade. Who knows? But we're going to head over to the Florida Panthers, and we're going to try and take a draft pick from them because they also need some goaltending. They need two AHL goalies, realistically. Evan Cormier will probably be the backup for them. Bobrovsky obviously still a starter. But they need goaltenders, so I figured if we gave them ours, or two of our extra ones, then we can get something in return for it. Now, I highly doubt we can get a third from these two players, but I wanted to try it. Yeah, trade rejected. I truly didn't have any faith in that going through. But how about a fourth in this coming draft? No, not a fourth either. How about a fifth? I'm just trying to get anything really for them. A fifth? No, as well. Still, but man, I hope we can at least get a sixth. I'd rather not take a seventh on. We can get a sixth. All right, we might have been able to get a sixth and seventh, but it's really not that big of a deal. And that's really like our first player trade of this series, which is crazy. 5 years in, but let's get to the point of this episode. We're going to be taking a look around the league, and Anaheim's very, very interesting. I was going to say that's a sick top line, and then you look at the rest of their lines. That is not good. But Andre Burakovsky panned out pretty well in 85 overall. Sam Steele as well in 85 overall with Boris Turikov. 90 overall, medium elite. Drafted the first overall in the first year draft. Then their second line is 78 Connor Garland, Jesus, with Troy Terry and Maxime Comtois. Comtois literally grew one overall since we started. That's crazy. The third line is Glue. I still don't know how you say that. I really don't. Benoit Olivier with Austin Sarnik and Brett Budgel, sure. And then Dallin Wilton with Ben King and Cole Dubinsky. Anaheim, why can't you just sign someone? Jesus, like sign a forward. Like there's no way they have. There's no way they're near the cap floor, right? Like there's just no way. Defensively, they've got Cam Fowler with Brett Pesce. I mean, that would be a good second pair, and then Dermott and Larson, a low-end second pair, and Gooley and Pissick. I mean, still though. I don't know why they aren't. Oh my god. Wow. Arundel is their starter. Jesus Christ. What the hell? Anaheim, what is going on, guys? I gotta back out of this really quick. I gotta see Anaheim. Do they just. How are they so close to the cap floor? What do you mean? Oh my god, that's crazy. Oh, preseason. I was okay. That makes more sense. I'm gonna. I was so scared for Anaheim, bro. That was terrifying. Let's zoom through the preseason. That makes more sense. I saw Radek Faxa. I'm like, what the hell is Radek Faxa doing in the AHL at an 85? But that makes more sense. Oh man, I was really worried for Anaheim there, but I guess that makes sense. We've got one more game left here in the preseason. Let's see if we can get another win. So why not? 1-4-2 in the preseason. Mason Wolf led the way in points with 6 and 7. Not bad. All right, now let's go take a look at teams to see what they're looking like. I was so confused. I'm like, why is Anaheim so awful? But whoa, yeah, okay, yeah, they aren't that bad. Oh my god, what is that center depth? Oh my lord. Okay, Daniel Sprong with Sam Steele and Boris Turikov is the top line. Andre Kasha in 85, Radek Faxa in 85, Philip Forsberg only in 86, surprisingly. Their second line, 83 Bjorkstrand with 85 Raquel and 85 Burakovsky. What a third line. Fourth line of Terry with Lundestrom and Morand. Wow, that's a crazy forward core. Defensively, it didn't improve that much, but it is a decent top six in all fairness. Okay. And the goaltending, Gibson and Domingue. Yeah, okay, that makes a lot more sense. Now for the Coyotes, Ranta is still the starter, Jack Campbell now the backup, which that is not a great tandem. That is really not a good tandem. Forwards, though, Clayton Keller with Nick Schmaltz and Teuvo Teravainen. Then Alexander Holtz, who they drafted second overall in 2020, playing with Dvorak and Caden Holden, who was first in 2022. Then Evgeny Svechnikov with Barrett Hayton. Nice. He panned out pretty well. He's still 24. He can still grow. With Christian Fischer. So again, very good forward core here in Arizona. Jordan Eberle on the fourth line at an 83 with Iafallo and Tage Thompson. Defense, yeesh. Ekman Larson in 88, Chychrun in 87, Hamilton in 85, Murray in 85, Edmondson in 81, Soderstrom in 83. So that's a very, very good team in Arizona. Let's check out Boston. Ooh, interesting for Boston. Very interesting. DeBrus playing with Theo Rochette. Don't know why he's the first line. See why it isn't Trocheck, but is baffling to me. But okay, is this guy like the next Bergeron? No, definitely not. I mean, he's got very good playmaking stats, that's for sure. Let's see how many points he put up last year. 34 in his rookie season, not bad. I mean, sure. Playing with Pasternak. So Pasternak a 91, nice. Marchand an 86, starting to drop off. Playing with Trocheck and Shenishin. And then the third line is Oleg Chubasov, who they drafted in the 5th round of the 2020 draft with Beauvillier and Killorn, then Bjork, Trent Frederick, and Adam Lowry. So again, it's still a very good forward core in Boston. Who was this guy? Charlie Lee. They drafted 2nd overall in 2020. Or 2021? Yeah, 2021, sorry. No Charlie McAvoy, though. They've got a new Charlie in town. Charlie Lee with Torrey Krug, so that's a very good top pair. And then Brandon Carlo with Christian Wolanin, I'd say a good third pair. Then Jeremy Lauzon and Urho Vakanainen, who didn't really pan out all that great. Philip Gustafson is the starter. Tuukka Rask the backup, damn. Interesting. So Boston's pretty good, kind of lacking on the bottom four in the D, and kind of lacking at a starting position. Now for Buffalo, Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen in 85 overall. Cal Peterson is the backup. And they've got Skinner, Eichel, and Reinhardt. Eichel's a 93. He's 27 now. That's crazy. So their top line literally hasn't changed. Skinner's still getting 9 mil. Yeah, 2 more years of that. That's gross. Second line of Jesper Fast with Casey Middlestad, who's an 85, with Michael Frolik. Decent second line. Third line of Andrew Shaw, Dylan Cousins, and Taro Hirose. Then the fourth line of Logan Stankoven, drafted 2021, 15th overall. Then Sam Bennett and Andrew Homer, drafted in the 2nd round a few years ago, the low elite. Defensively, ooh, that top pair is gross. Rasmus Dahlin is a 90 overall at 24 years old. 57 points back-to-back seasons. Playing with Rasmus Ristolainen, 54 points last season. That's the best top pair we've seen so far. Then they've got Calvin DeHaan and Henry Jokiharju on that second pair. Then the third pair of Kokkonen and Pelech. Interesting. Now to Carolina. Jonathan Drouin with Sebastian Aho and Mike Hoffman. Damn. Andrei Svechnikov playing on that second line, surprisingly, with Martin Nikas and Nino Niederreiter. Wow, that's a good top 6. Martin Nikas is up to an 88. Damn. Good for him. That's crazy. I've never seen him get so high. Although, to be fair, I think that's the farthest I've ever gone in a sim in this game. That's crazy. Third line, Valerian Chushkin with Kalle Yarncroc and Richard Panik, a good third line. Fourth line, Julien Gauthier with Felix Kreichman, who was drafted in the 1st round in 2021, and Ryan Grob. Defensively, not like the defensive core of the Hurricanes right now, where there's just a million of them. Hayden Fleury, though, up to an 86, and Par Hagelin, a medium elite defenseman they drafted a few years ago, pretty good. Their second pair, though, Louis Belpedia with Jake Gardner, who's now 80 or an 80 overall, but he's 34 years old. Their third pair is Christian Jaros and Kyle Wood. The goaltending tandem, Robin Lehner and Linus Ullmark. So a pretty good team in Carolina. Columbus, their starter looks to be Malcolm Subban with Anders Nielsen as the backup. Interesting. Ooh. Alexis Lafreniere is a 94, up from a high lead to a medium franchise. 99 offensive awareness, 96 defensive awareness. Oh my god, this kid's insane. He's fast as a motherfucker. He's incredibly defensively. He's got an incredible shot. He's incredibly offensively minded. He's an incredible puck mover. And he's a pretty physical lad. Oh my god. Alexis Lafreniere is literally everything. What the hell? I've never seen him grow to a 94. 93 points the last season. And the past 2 seasons before that, 88 points each. Wow. Okay, so this kid's got 283 points in his first 270 games in the NHL. I don't think that counts as his rookie year, so I think the 88 points in 82 games was his rookie year. That's crazy. He's playing with Pierre-Luc Dubois, and Anthony Duclair is up to an 86. Yeesh. Then we've got Ned Redden, who they drafted. Let's see, 6 in the 2021 draft with Brian Little and Jaden Schwartz. So pretty good top 6. Surprised Texier is not that second line center, but he's the third line center with Boone Jenner and David Perron, who's now 36. Colin Wilson, Andrew Kopp, and Yanni Gord is the fourth line. Yanni Gord, very good fourth liner. Werenski and Barry is the top pair. No more Seth Jones. I wonder where he is. And Brian Dumoulin and Josh Manson on that second pair. And then Marcus Nudivara and David Savard. So really, their team hasn't actually changed all that much, which is interesting. Now to Calgary. Let's check out the forwards first. Johnny Gaudreau, Sean Monahan, and Elias Lindholm still the top line. Ross Medano, he should have been ours. He should have been ours. Playing with Dylan Dubé and Matthew Tkachuk, so very good second line. Third line of Vladislav Kamenev and Anze Kopitar, the 37-year-old, the third line C in Calgary, as well with Josh Anderson. And Nikolai Goldobin, Zemgus Girgensons, and Jacob Forsback at Carlson rounds out the fourth line. Defensively, Noah Hannafin with Dmitry Orlov, then Travis Hamonic with Juuso Valimaki, and Jordan Schmaltz with Rasmus Anderson. So again, that team hasn't changed too much. Philip Grubauer and Evan Fitzpatrick are the goaltenders now, though. Chicago, Martin Jones and Laurent Brossoit. That's a very questionable goaltending tandem. Their top line, Alex Nylander with Dylan Strome and Patty Kane, who's now an 86. Damn, he's dropping hard. 86, 35. Honestly, I'm surprised DeBrincat's not on the right. It's not like he can take a face-off anyway. His face-offs grew a lot in this sim, actually. Never mind. Well, they've got a good 1-2 punch, at least. So their second line, though, Brendan Perlini with ADB and Pontus Aberg. Third line of Felix Antoine Marcotti with Travis Boyd and Pavel Zacha. Then Warren Fogle with Kirby Dash and Alex Chason. I'm surprised Dash is so low or Kirby Dack is so low in the lineup. Defensively, Jared Spurgeon with Adam Boqvist up to an 88 overall. He is pretty good. Yeah. Played 3 seasons in the NHL so far. Then Slater Quack with Christian Juice. And then Gabriel Carlson with Devin Taves. Another Taves back in Chicago. Don't know where Jonathan is. I don't know if he has retired or not. But yeah, we'll see, maybe. Nedeljkovic is the starter in Colorado with Zane Doughty. Interesting. Interesting name in Zane. Then they've got Matteo McArdle, who was drafted 2nd overall in the 2019 draft, playing with McKinnon and Rantanen. McKinnon is a 93, had 86 points last season, 45 goals. Rantanen had 77 last season. Second line is Tyson Jost with Matthew Phillips and Gabe Landeskog. Pretty good second line. Don't know why Derek Stepan is in that second line C. That just doesn't make any sense. He's playing on the third line with Michael Backlund and Logan O'Connor. Then the fourth line of Tyler Mott, Marcus Granlund, and Matt Nieto. Defensively, Bowen Byram with Matt Dumba. It's a good top pair. Then Samuel Gerard and Cale Makar. Cale Makar did not grow at all. He only grew like 2 or 3 overall. That's crazy. I've never seen him do so awful. That's unreal. And Connor Murphy and Linus Nasson rounds out the D. That's crazy. Now to Dallas. Jamie Benn, an 85 at 35, with Tyler Seguin and Dennis Gurianov, who grew to an 86. Good for him. Craig Smith up to an 85, playing with Lucas Wallmark and Antonio Strangis. Interesting. Then the third line is Scott Wilson, Lars Eller, and Miles Wood is an 83. Marco Dano, Yoni Tamela, and Michael Grabner is the fourth line. Wow, that's a good top four. Holy shit. Miro Heiskanen's a 92. 76 points last season with Morgan Riley. Yeah, he's been in Dallas the past 3 years, putting up 50 points each year as a star. Sure, 89 overall. Then Julius Honka in 84, with John Klingberg in 89 on their second pair. Yay, sheesh. And they got Cody Ceci and Matthew Spencer. That's crazy. Jordan Binnington's an 89 overall. What? I've never seen Binnington get so high. What the hell? Oh my god, that's crazy. Oh man, yeah. Last year was his first year in Dallas, and he played very, very well. Now for Detroit, Darcy Kemper and Tyler Parsons are the goaltending pair. Interesting. Anthony Mantha, Dylan Larkin, and Philip Zadina. It's a good top line, probably their future top line in all honesty. Second line of Palmieri, Trevor Wong, and Athanasiu. Trevor Wong is 21 years old, and he's an 85 overall. Pretty damn good. Wow, he was good in the juniors. 133 points one year. Yeesh. Athanasiu still in Detroit. Interesting. Brett Corrado with Joe Veleno and Morgan Frost. I wonder how they got Frost. Then Mason Downing, Jonathan Berggren, and Jan Mysak. Defensively, Eric Gustafsson with Dennis Chalowski, a decent top pair, probably a good second pair. Danny DeKaiser with Chris Tanev is a second pair. Roland McEwen and Ryan O'Rourke is the third pair. Edmonton, do you guys have wingers? Yeah, actually they do. Fair enough, good for them. Kirill Maximov playing with 96 overall, Connor McDavid. Yeah. Let's see, 116 points the past season. Buddy's almost got 900 points in 700 games. You love to see it. Wow, he had 62 goals the other year. That's right, I remember that. He had 62 goals 2 years ago. Unreal. He's playing with Kailer Yamamoto. The second line, RNH, who's an 84, with Drat, who's a 93. Wow, 106 points. Back-to-back 100-point years for him as well. Crazy. He's got 786 points in 761 games. I love to see that. He's got Colton Harkins on his wing as well. When was he drafted? 10th in 2022. Jesse Puljujarvi still in Edmonton, playing with Derek Brassard and Jacob Silverberg. Then the fourth line of Nordstrom, Nico Hautanen and Josh Lievo. Defensively, Oscar Klefbom and Evan Bouchard. So, wow, their defense didn't change much. Adam Larson with Darnell Nurse. Their top four literally didn't change, apart from really Bouchard grew. And then their bottom pair is Tony DeAngelo and Carson Lambos. Interesting. Did I check the goaltending? Tristan Jarry and Nicholas Nemes. Medium elite, 84 overall, so they've even got a #1 goalie out there. Good for them. Oh, this is rookie season in the NHL. Interesting. Well, we'll see how that goes for him. Now, for Florida, let's see. Bob and Cormier are the goaltenders. 89 Huberdeau with 92 Barkov. Who I want to see. 92 points last season. He's hit 100 points a couple times. Good for him. And with Evgeny Dadonov, then Connor Brown with Steven Stamkos, the second line center in Florida. So he didn't move far after he left Tampa. Where is he, or when did he leave? Ooh, the last year was his first year outside of Tampa, and he put up 100 points. Damn. Playing with Owen Tippett and Connor Brown. On the third line of Matthias Janmark, Henrik Borgstrom, and Tyler Pitlick. On the fourth line of Zykov, Hiponiemi, and Barclay Goodrow. Defensively, Jake McCabe with Aaron Ekblad, Troy Stetcher, Michael Matheson, then Borgman and Olofsson. Pretty good team in Florida. LA now. All right, March or so with Reed Cassivi, who was drafted 4th in the 2019 draft, and Tyler Toffoli up to an 86 overall. Sure. Then Sammy Kielhoma, drafted in 2020, 84 overall with Gabe Velarde. He panned out pretty well, and Adrian Kempe also did, 86 overall. Their third line is Carl Grundstrom with Jason Dickinson and Nico Yasu, medium elite player they drafted in the 2023 draft. And Rasmus Kupari didn't really grow that much, neither did Anderson Dolan, playing with Nick Kerdiles. Defensively, Cale Clegg with 87, Drew Doughty. He's dropping pretty fast. How's he been doing? Not too bad. He's still got 2 years left on that deal as well. Second pair is Sean Dursey with Matt Benning, and then John Waugh. I was going to say Jeremy Waugh, but nope. Actually, John Waugh and Alex Petrovich. Did I check the goaltending? No, I did not. Braden Holtby is the starter in LA with Connor Ingram backing him up. In Minnesota, Hunter Jones and Marcus Janssen, they do not have great goaltending. All right, good for them. Andre Platt with Bo Horvat and Kevin Fiala. Sure. Jordan Greenway, only an 80 overall, but Joel Eriksson Ek grew to an 87 overall. And then Peyton Summers, an 89 overall. Some godforsaken reason not in that first line. Wow, he's a very good player. Very good two-way player. Yeah, he's played 2 years so far. Hasn't put up over 50 points yet, though. And their third line, Craig Bigras with Marcus Kruger and Oscar Sundqvist, then Ryan Strome, Brian Rust, and David Kasha on the fourth line. Josh Morrissey and Justin Falk on the top pair, Madison Bowie and Jonas Brodin, Matt Grzelcyk and Brandon Montour. So Minnesota has changed a lot. Now for Montreal, Kim Soderstrom with Jesperi Kotkaniemi, who's a 90 overall. He's pretty damn good. And then Arturi Lehkonen on that line. Zach Hyman as a Canadian. I really don't like that. Being a Leafs fan, of course. Max Domi in 86, playing with Johansson and Hyman. Tatar with Cameron Hillis and Ryan Paling. Only grew to an 80 overall, although he's got a shitty low top six potential. He should be better than that. Then Jesse Alonen with Otto Sompi and Peter Solaric rounds out that fourth line. Defensively, Neil Pionk with Sammy Vatanen, Noah Juleson with Louis Perreault, who's clearly going to be their prize defenseman in the future, and Victor Mete literally, I don't think, changed an overall since we started this sim. Has he scored any goals yet, though? He has. Good for him. And then how about the goaltending? Eunice Korpisalo and Carey Price, an 84 overall, 37 years old, on the last year of that monstrous contract. Goaltending is still a problem in New Jersey. Keith Kincaid is also back in New Jersey. Taylor Hall, Jack Hughes, and Jesper Bratt. That's a good top line. Yeesh, let's see. Tall, how's he been doing? 89 points last season. What about Jack Hughes? Let's see. He's got 352 points in 410 career games. Not too bad. He just had his best season. Good for him. Their second line is Tyler Ennis with Nico Hischier and Martin Frk, who grew to an 84. Third line, Joey Anderson with Igor Sharangovich, sure, and Brandon Saad. I'm surprised Brandon Saad's not on that second line. Ooh, how about Michael McLeod, who's an 87? Wow. Why is he on the fourth line? Hello, New Jersey. Jesus Christ, playing with Brett Leeson. Why he's not on the third line, I don't know. And Cedric Paquette. Defensively, Will Butcher and PK Subban. Damon Severson with UC Rene, who I did see get drafted a few years ago, yeah. And then Ty Smith and Ryan Ellis. New Jersey's got a pretty good team, definitely. I mean, apart from the goaltending, really. Ooh, Eli Tolvin, it's up to a 90 overall. Nice. Very good. Just had 40 goals. Met with playing with Matt Duchene and Victor Arvidsson. The second line is Oscar Lindblom with Ryan Johansson and Nicholas Roy. I'm not sure. John Quenville with Nick B. Jugs and Devon Shore. And then Michael Rositis, sure. Antti Suomela and Brock McGinn. Defensively, we got Roman Josi and Dante Fabro, who didn't really pan out. Playing with Mirko Mueller and Matthias Ekholm. And then Jeremy Poirier and Derek Pouliot. Interesting. And the goaltending is Calvin Pickard and Peter Mrazek. Sure. Yeesh. The goaltending on the island is not good. Varlamov and Gillies are the goaltenders. Anders Lee playing with Matt Barzal, who's a 93 overall. Yeesh. He is very, very good. He's put up 90-plus points the past 3 seasons. Okay. Yeah. And Brock Nelson on that other on his other wing grew to an 85. Good for him. Sean MacArthur, pretty good player by the looks of things. Medium elite, drafted 8th in 2021, playing with Evan Rodriguez and Kiefer Bellows. And Jorgen Timander, who they probably just drafted, 2023, playing with Kyle Turris and Dalton Hendrickson, who's a 73. They've got 2 73 forwards in the NHL. Jacob Brook as well as the other one, playing with Johan Paulson and Tom Kuhnackel. Defensively, Nick Leddy, Charlie McAvoy, Noah Dawson, Ian McCoshen, TJ Brody, and Ryan Pulock. So a pretty good decor, pretty good skating team on the island, but the goaltending isn't great. The New York Rangers, Artemi Panarin is 90. Let's see, how's he been doing? I don't understand. Panarin never sims well in the game for some reason. He's on the last year of his deal, though. Playing with Mika Zibanejad and Capo Caco, who's an 86 overall. Well, isn't that hilarious? Caco, predicted to be the more NHL ready of the 2 that got drafted first this year, but he really hasn't panned out to be all that great, although that is what people are expecting for Kako to not be as good as Hughes, so we'll see. Lucas Raymond playing on that second line with Jonathan Taves and Philip Cheadle. Nice. Elias Anderson, who just fell on the ice as he was getting introduced tonight at home for the Rangers. I feel bad for the guy. That kind of sucks. That's totally embarrassing. He's an 84. He grew pretty well. And Brett Howden, who's an 85. So they've got a very good top 9, sorry. Brandon Tanev, though, well, at least he's not on that Pittsburgh deal anymore. Then Mikhail Bodker, Zach Gallant, and Ludwig Holmquist is the 4th line. Defensively, Brady Shea with Jacob Trouba, so that hasn't changed. Ryan Lindgren with Matthew Robertson and Joey Keane and Niels Lundqvist. The goaltending is Jacob Markstrom and Mackenzie Blackwood. Interesting. Ottawa has Connor Hellebuck and Casey DeSmith as the goaltenders. Brady Tkachuk is only an 86 overall, but Elias Pettersson is a 92. And in Ottawa, I forgot about that. Playing with Patrick Hornqvist and Brady Tkachuk, interesting line mates. Riley Smith on that second line with Thomas Hurdle and Mikhail Granlund. So far, only one player in their top 6 is actually theirs. Gustav Nyquist with Drake Batherson and Brennan Gallagher. That's a very good top 9. Then Vitaly Abramov, Philip Schlopik, and JVR rounds out the 4th line. That's a very good forward core. Defensively, Thomas Chabot's a 91. Damn. He's a pretty good defenseman. Solid 50-point man with Nate Schmidt. And Eric Branstrom never really panned out. He almost lost an eye last night in the home opener for the Leafs. He got cut right under the eye by Matthew Skate when going for the empty netter. Go and check that out. That was terrifying. You should look for the picture of Branstrom. It's right under his right eye, I believe. He was so close to losing his eye. He's playing with Ben Hutton and Maxime Lajoie and Dylan DeMello. So their forward core has changed a lot, but their D core has not really changed. Oh, yes, I checked the goaltenders already. Now Philly, Carter Hart, an 89 overall. Damn, 35 wins. A decent goaltender. I mean, obviously he's a very high overall goaltender. Then Roddy Ross is the backup. Interesting name. Dominic Cahoon, Sean Couturier, and Jacob Voracek is their top line. I wonder where Giroux is. I wonder if he's retired. Second line is Nick Patan with Victor Rask and Dylan Ganther. Nice. Their third line is Nolan Patrick with Chris Tierney and Yaroslav Lukachev. And then their fourth line is Travis Konechny with Kevin Hayes and Ryan Dzingel. That is a very good forward core. I would probably put Patrick and Konechny on that second line, then do Dzingel, Hayes, and Lukachev, and then do Genther, Tierney, and Patan. That's a very good forward core. D, though, Shane Gostisbehere and Ivan Provorov, still their top pair, very good. Chris Letang is in Philly. Penguins fans are crying. That last year was his first year in Philly. He's now 37. Damn, playing with Jakub Zaboral and Dylan Hetherington and TVR. Interesting. Now for Pittsburgh, Jake Gensel, Alex Galchenyuk, and Chris Kreider. I do not see a Crosby or Malkin on this team. Uh-oh. Are they both retired? Are they really retired? Vinny Hinostroza, Colin White, and Sven Berchi is that second line for them. Jared McCann, Chandler Stevenson, and Nick Baptiste is their third line. Paul Byron with Ryan Donato and Samuel Poulin is their fourth line. Defensively, Marcus Pettersson with Seth Jones. Okay. Pretty good D. Well, a pretty good top pair at least. The rest not so much. Samuel Morin and Jamie Alexiak is their second pair. Marcos Scandella and Eric Branson is their third pair. Matt Murray is still the starting goaltender, and UC Saros is now their backup goalie. In San Jose, ooh, wow, that's a goaltending tandem. Mikko Koskinen is the starting goaltender at 75 overall. Sidney Crosby's a Shark. Huh, Claude Giroux's a Shark. Huh. Okay, Sidney Crosby with Jeremy Bracco, who grew to an 86, and Logan Couture. Blake Wheeler with Claude Giroux. Blake Wheeler's a Shark, yeah, okay. With Brandon Peary, why Kane or Meyer is not on that second line, I don't know. Obviously, Evander Kane, Sasha Chmelevsky, and Timo Meyer is the third line. Stefan Nason, Luke Kunin, and Bedrich Polak is the fourth line. Defensively, Jacob Slavin with Eric Carlson, very good top pair. Essa Lindell with Ben Harper, and then Paul Ledoux and Ryan Merkley, who did not really pan out. Only grew 11 overall since we started the sim. Interesting. St. Louis now. Josh Bailey with Ryan O'Reilly and Vladimir Tarasenko. How's Tarasenko been doing? 81 points. Actually, really quickly, I want to go back to San Jose. How many years has Crosby been playing in San Jose? Ooh, this is his first. Nice. Oh, yes. I think he went to free agency, if I'm not mistaken. This is Jeremy Bracco's first year as a Shark. Logan Couture, obviously, I mean, he hasn't changed. Let's see. Claude Giroux. This is his first year as a Shark. Blake Wheeler. Second year as a Shark. Kane and Meyer, yeah. What about Slavin? Jacob Slavin. First year as a Shark. Damn, okay. So the Sharks really made some changes this offseason. So let's continue looking through St. Louis. So their second line is Andrew Mangiapane. Robert Thomas grew to an 88 overall. Wowzers. Jesus. He grew tremendously. Having a medium to top 6 potential, grew to a high top 6 potential at 88 overall. Jordan Kyrou didn't really pan out all that well. Sammy Blaze, Nazem Kadri, and Mika Solamaki is that third line. Then Johan Larsson, Tanner Kaspic, and Klim Kostin is their fourth line. Colton Parayko and Alex Pietrangelo still their top pair. How's Peter been doing? He's now 34, just had one of the best years, if not the best year of his career. Wow, yeah, the highest points he's ever put up. Playing on the second line playing on that second pair, is John Merrill and Vince Dunn. Third pair is John Moore and Justin Schultz. Interesting. And the goaltending is Alex Georgiev and Anton Khudobin, who's now 38. Tampa, Vasilevsky still a starter, and Johan Dackel, a 66 overall goalie, is the backup. Dalton McKinnon, whoever that is, drafted third overall in 2020. How did they get that draft pick? I don't know. Was that ours? Maybe we traded. Yeah, we did, didn't we? We traded them that pick. I feel like, so we can move down in the draft. So there you go. You guys are welcome. He's on a pretty good contract. Playing with 92 overall, Braden Point. Yeesh, 96 points last season. My God. Pretty good contract. And Kucherov. So that entire top line's got 2 years left. Oh, no, McKinnon has three. I thought McKinnon had two as well. But Kucherov, unreal. Unreal. 94 overall. Put up 106 points last season. Nice, nice. Their second line, Cam Atkinson with Charlie Coyle and Nick Ritchie. Third line is Drake Kajula, Rupe Hintz, and Taylor Radish. And their fourth line, Eunice Donskoy, Jonathan Deline, and Brennan Leipzig. So still a pretty good forward core in Tampa. Defensively, hasn't really gotten weaker either. Victor Hedman with Mikhail Sergachev, and Ryan McDonough, so those three haven't changed. Cal Foote, though, has made the team. 81 overall. Mackenzie Weegar and Jordan Oysterley is the bottom pair. Oh, didn't mean to go there. I meant to go to Toronto. Let's see. William Nylander, John Tavares, and Mitch Marner is the top line. Let's see. Willie, 86 points last season. Nice. Tavares, 95 last season. Nice. He's been putting up over 40 goals a lot. Marner with 80 points last season. Nice. And the second line, Nicholas Backstrom playing with Austin Matthews and Kasperi Kapanen. Let's see, Thews. He only grew to a 90. That's very, very surprising. Although, he is kind of stuck on that second line. So, if he played top line minutes, maybe that would have been different. Tyler Bertuzzi playing on the third line with Blake Coleman and Casey Cizikas. And fourth line, Alexander Volkov, Maxim Lechinov, and Giovanni Smith. Defensively, Philip Hronik with Timothy Liljegren, Radko Gudas with Mikko Kokkonen, Alfred Barkland, and Alex Edler. So that is not a great D-core, but they've got three righties and three lefties. They aren't playing them the way they should. Liljegren didn't really pan out all that well. That's a very interesting team, or a very interesting defense, I should say. Freddie Anderson is now 35 at an 83. Colton Point is the backup. Now to Vancouver, Thatcher Demko and Michael DiPietro. That's what I'm afraid of, is they're going to be competing for a starting spot for us in our Canucks franchise. Andreas Janssen on that top line with Ivan Barbashev and Brock Besser. Obviously, they don't have Horvat or Pedersen anymore, so, Then Jason Zucker with Alex Wenberg and JT Miller. Then Kevin LeBanc with Cole Sillinger and Corey Paros. It's a very good third line. Their fourth line, Michael Furlan, Danton Heinen, and Sonny Milano. It's a very good forward core. Defensively, Hampus Lindholm, Bob Fowler. I was going to say Cam Fowler, but no, Bob Fowler, 19 years old, drafted second in last year's draft, or 2 years ago, I'm not sure. Very good player, though, 84 overall at 19 years old. And then they've got Quinn Hughes with Marian Pavlikovsky. That's a very good top four. Then Oli Levy with Tyler Myers. That's a very good team in Vancouver. That's terrifying. Vegas, Alex Tuck with Anton Lundell. Interesting. We've got Lundell in our Canucks franchise mode. We'll see if he can grow to be something like that for us. And Mark Stone, that's a very good top line. Second line, Braden Shen, William Karlsson, and Cody Glass. That's a very good second line. Matt Calvert, Philip Deneau, and Peyton Krebs is the third line. Then Lawson Krause, Matthew Joseph, and Jake Virtanen is the fourth line. Jake Bean and Shea Theodore make the top pair. Nikita Zaitsev and Colin Miller, the second pair. Nicholas Hague and Ian Cole, the third pair. So pretty good team in Vegas. Goaltending is James Reimer and Ben Bishop, which is not that great, though. Now in Winnipeg, David Riddick and Eric Comrie are the goaltenders. Not great at all. Not a great goaltending tandem is what I was trying to say. Now for the forward core, Christian Vesalainen is an 89 overall. Yeesh. Damn. 87 points last season. Playing with Mark Scheifele and Patrick Laine. Let's see, Scheifele, 96 points last season, and 105 the year before that. Patrick Laine, 50 goals last season. Unreal. The second line, Kyle Connor was an 88 with Marco Rossi, who's an 82, and George Moran, medium elite, 88 overall. Yeesh. He was very good in the USA development program. He went first overall in 2021. And Nikolai Ehlers on that third line with Jack Roslovic and Brett Connolly. That is a very good third line. Max Pacioretty with Artem Anisimov and Noel Gunler. That is a very good forward core. Travis Sanheim with Sami Niku, Luke Green, and Jake Wallman rounds out their top four. Then Olli Mata and Kevin Shattenkirk. So a pretty decent team, apart from the goaltending, really, in Winnipeg. And now for Washington, 39-year-old Alexander Ovechkin. Let's see, he's got 897 goals. Out of curiosity, because I do not know out of the top of my head, I'm going to check. How many goals does Wayne Gretzky have? Because I'm not sure. I think it's around that 960 mark. No. Never mind. 894 goals, which means if Ovi plays till he's 39 and is getting 50 goals a year, he will surpass Gretzky in goals scored. That's crazy, though. I honestly hope Ovi does play that long, just so he does. Just so then he can for sure be considered the greatest goal scorer of all time. I mean, I think he is. I really do. But, he's got 3 more goals than Gretzky right now, so, Unreal, though. He's playing on the top line with Evgeny Kuznetsov and Josh Ho-Sang. The second line, Jakub Vrana with Alex Kerfoot and Alex Radulov. That's a pretty good second line. They've got 2 mad Russian wingers in there. Nice. Then their third line, Axel Jonsson Falby. I'm not sure. Jalby, probably. With Ronnie Dankton. And 87, for some reason, not on that second line. Actually, he's a right wing. Why is he not on the top line? Well, that doesn't make any sense. He's 19 years old. He played unreal in the QMJHL. He will be playing his rookie season in the NHL this year. Tom Wilson. So that is a very good top 9, sorry. Zach Kassian with Melka Karlsson and Connor Sheary. That's a very good fourth line left wing. Defensively, Lucas Johansson with John Carlson, who's a 91 still. Damn. 82 points last season. I think he won the Norris last season, so... then Jeff Petrie and Callie Oman. They're the second pair, Jake Muzzin and Connor Hobbs. The third pair, the goaltending, is Ilya Samsonov, who grew to an 85, and Anton Forsberg. And that'll be it. Those are all the teams in the league. Let me know what your guys' favorite team looked like now. A lot of teams have changed quite a bit, which is really, really crazy. But yeah, that was the sole purpose of this episode, guys. Sorry if you were expecting some simulation or anything to be done in this episode. We will be getting back to the simming in the next episode, though. But yeah, that'll be it from me in this one, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. Hopefully you did enjoy, and we'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.